Welcome to Working Dragon Mystic, where we discuss real metaphysical and occult knowledge so that you can manifest real and tangible results in your life. This week, we're going to discuss a spell that you can use for healing, banishing, and bypassing an enemy's magic against you, or perhaps you could even view it as cursing them. I call this the Transmutation Spell. And it's way, way overdue here on this channel. In fact, I have now tried to shoot this video, about 6 times. And thanks to neighbors and cars and construction working and all kinds of other things, we're going to try this one last time. But that's okay. Now, I do have some notes here to make sure I don't miss anything. Because, again, I'm hoping to get this done this time around. So, now as I said before, this spell is a spell that can use to help you with healing, you or someone else. It can help to banish negative energies or energies affecting you. And it can even be used as a curse against an enemy. In fact, it might even possibly be its primary use when you really look at how this spell is set up. Now, the entire point of this spell is to take energy coming into you from another source and to transmute it into energy that benefits you. Okay? This is a spell that I utilize against my enemies all the time, or people who are just trying to stir up trouble. There are a lot of magicians out there that are just drama queens, and they love to do magic to stir up drama in other people's lives. I don't know why they do it. It's ridiculous. It's childish, but they do it. We've all met them, unfortunately. So, for this spell, what you're going to need is a couple candles. Originally, I built this spell around a black and white or black and red candle, which I have here. You can use chime candles for this. Most people, I think, prefer chime candles for this. You can also use votive candles. This is a tiny little votive candle. Cute little guy, ain't it? More often than not, I will use votive candles just because for me, they're easier to find. Now, as I've said before in other candle spells, if you can't get a hold of colored candles, whether it be chime, votive, or what, you can always use white or black. They're a stand-in for all colors. Both of them will work. In fact, I use tea lights for this spell quite often. Just the simple, like $5, 100 count bag at the dollar store tea lights. They work great for magic. Alright, so once you have your candles, I want you to take one of the candles, and if it's colored, take your black candle. And I want you to write the person's name to be cursed or the source of the negative energy, whichever way you want to look at it, on this particular candle. Now, you can write that obviously right along here on the candle pretty easily. Some people don't like to write on their candles. They can't get it to take. You can also write it on a slip of paper or even make a sigil out of their name and place that under the candle. That will work as well, okay? And then you want to take, on the white or red candle, the other candle, you want to put your name on that one. And again, you can use a sigil to place it under that if you would like. Okay, so once you have your candles prepared, you're going to take and you're going to hold that black candle, okay? Make sure you got your black one. You don't want to do this make sure this is the one with the name that is not yours. Okay, now once you have that and you're holding it, I want you to put your focus on that candle. I want you to push energy into that. I want you to feel the energy moving into the candle. With every breath, breathe in, pull that energy in, and as you breathe out, push that energy into the candle, okay? You'll see I'm holding the candle here. And I want you to say something along the lines of, I bind you to your hate and your evil ways. May they destroy you and only you. Okay? That's every time you breathe out and you're pushing that energy in, I want you to repeat that. I bind you to your hate and your evil ways. May they destroy you and only you. Okay? All right. Pretty straightforward so far. Now we got that candle prepared. We're going to set that on our workspace. Okay? We're done with that one for now. Then I want you to take the other candle. This is the one that represents us, remember? And holding this candle, I want you to focus on it. I want you and breathe that energy out into it. And I want you to say, all negative and or harmful energy, person being cursed, or person's name we used on the first candle, sends me and all hate they have in their heart, transmute into luck and fortune and give to me. Then said, okay, that's it. So all negative and or harmful energy, person, we're going to say Joe, okay? We're going to use the name Joe, okay? All negative and or harmful energy, Joe, sends me and all hate they have in their heart, transmute into luck and fortune. Okay? Now with this statement, any energy they send at you, you're turning it into luck and good fortune for you. And the more anger they have, the more hate they have, the more vindication they have to you, that's just benefiting you. We're not actually harming them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. In fact, their energy can only harm them. It's not going to hurt anyone else. The first one's essentially binding them, the energy to them, so it can't harm anyone. But anything they send at us now, anything they're directing toward us, is now being transmuted into luck and good fortune for us. Now you can transmute this in any way you want. You can actually shape this for healing, prosperity, whatever you'd like. I really like luck and good fortune for me because it tends to just kind of spill over into everything else I do, which is always nice. All right, now once you've done that, I want you to set them beside each other on your workspace, okay? Set them right beside each other on your workspace. Make sure they are sitting on this names. If you're using the names under them instead of written on them, make sure they are sitting on those beside each other on your work area. Light them and let them burn out completely. Now, as they burn, they're going to release that energy. They're going to release that intent and allow it to take hold. And it's going to really tie in. And once those candles are burned out, that is going to be done. And as that energy is coming in, it will transmute that energy for you to a benefit. And it will actually prevent the target from causing harm. This, hands down, has been one of my favorite spells when dealing with difficult people or toxic people or anything, because it stops them from being a problem in my life. But instead of causing them any direct harm or anything like that, it's like, you know what? You do you, just stay out of my business. But since I can't necessarily stop them, or I don't want to stop them from doing magic or the like, instead, I take any energy they send to me that isn't any negative or harmful energies that they would send to me, and I transmute it and use it to my good, to my benefit. So anything they do ends up benefiting me. And the only way they could stop from benefiting me is to literally leave me alone. In fact, they would even have to get the anger and their hatred out of them, because that in and of itself is going to benefit me. That energy generated from that anger, that hate, that resentment, that jealousy, whatever it is that's causing them to want to trigger all this drama, that energy generated is going to benefit me. This is a spell that I have taught to many, many students over the years, and I've shared in a few forums, and everyone has absolutely loved it and has had great benefit from it. A few people have tweaked it and altered it, and that's fine. This is just the base spell. By all means, feel free to experiment with it. But I did definitely want to share this spell because I know lives can get hectic. I know it can be difficult. People are trying to banish some of that negative energies. We all have little drama queens in our life, people who want to stir up trouble. This spell allows us to utilize that drama to our benefit while literally removing them from our lives and getting them out. And sometimes removing a person completely is really hard. You can't do it, especially if you work with them. So if you're working with them and you can't literally just avoid them, this spell here can at least turn that energy into something that's going to benefit you. All right. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and our content, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and turn on the notifications by clicking that bell icon down below. We also do have some merch if you want to support the channel, and we do now have channel memberships as well with different tiers and perks available if you, again, want to support the channel. But that's not required. We also do a live stream every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you pop in there, join us for some fun and laughs at Magical Coffee Hour. And perhaps ask some questions. Maybe I'll get to one of your questions on there. It can get quite busy. All right. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'm Drake. This has been Working Dragon Mystic. Take care. Bye-bye.